Hey, welcome back to my channel, David and Goliath and the Mindset series. Today we're going to talk about doing your best. I'm going to relay a story of when I was a young boy or a young man, however you want to look at it, about a 12-year-old, where I failed at something, but I felt better because I had done my best. But the truth was, it was a lie. I was lying to someone. I was most importantly lying to myself. See, I used to play junior tackle football. I was about 12 years old at the time, and I was kind of a chubby kid. And they had a weight limit on to play junior tackle. If you were a certain weight, you couldn't play. And so, I knew that. It had been close a couple weeks before. And so we go there, and we get weighed in, and I didn't make weight, and the coach was upset with me. And I looked at him, and I said, Coach, I did my best. And he kind of frowned and walked away. I knew I really disappointed him by not making weight and not being able to play that day. But it really struck me too. I told him I did my best. I wanted to believe I did my best, but you know what? It was just a lie. I was lying to myself. I could have run more. I could have done more. I could have jumped more. I could have not eaten so much. I could have done a lot of things. So it really wasn't my best. It didn't matter that it was my best, because I failed. So what's the point, Curt? Well, when you tell yourself I did my best, it's probably a lie. There was more you could have done or undone to get to that point in time. It's really just so you feel better about you and stay within your comfort zone. Remember what we talked about? Is everything you want is outside your comfort zone. So what you probably really meant by that, and that's what I meant when I was 12 years old and I said I did my best to my coach, I said I did my best staying within my comfort zone. Because I could have stretched beyond the comfort zone. I could have made weight. It was a no-brainer. So, are you using those kind of excuses, those kind of phraseologies, those kind of not false comfort, they are comforting, but they're not going to get you anywhere, and you're not going to fulfill your destiny. You're not going to accept fully the challenge before you to accomplish what it is that you want. When I was at the Air Force Academy, there was a saying there, if the minimum isn't good enough, it wouldn't be the minimum. Now, the first time I heard that, I thought it was kind of cynical, but now that I reflect, there's really a lot of wisdom in that. If the minimum wasn't good enough, it wouldn't be the minimum. That is far more important than whether you do your best or not. For some of the guys out there, their best easily exceeded the minimum. For other guys out there, they had to work hard, whether it was on the athletic field, there's something going on there, whether it was in the academic halls, whether it was in the military instruction. They really had to work just to achieve the minimum. So it doesn't matter what your best is. You need to know what you have to do. Where's the line I have to cross? A good friend of mine, as we would march and jog with our rifles in full gear, he couldn't make it sometimes. And I would carry 2 rifles for him, but he made it and I made it. He knew what the minimum, and he would throw up, he just really struggled with some of the stuff, but he did it. So he could have said, I'm doing my best, I'm not going to make it. Oh well, no, he didn't. He didn't. He pressed forward. He looked for people to help. He did what he had to do. That's the key. Do what you have to do. Forget about doing your best. Find out what it is that you need to do. If you're practicing an hour a day on something and you're not getting there, well, then you need to practice more. You might need to get rid of something else to practice more so that you can have the minimum of what you're looking for, that cross that line. Now, beyond that, to do your best beyond that, absolutely. But I think you get my point. Don't comfort yourself. Well, I did my best, didn't make it. No, that's for wimps and that's for fools. If you're facing a new challenge, maybe a new year, count the cost. Maybe you truly don't have what it takes and you have no faith or hope or resources to get what it takes to accept a challenge. Well, then that makes sense. Count the cost before you start. But once you start, don't cop out. I invite you to my 10-day accountability bootcamp. It'll start January 1st, 2025, but it's here for you. Just do a day at a time. And that 10-day accountability bootcamp, I've helped hundreds of people go through that. Hundreds of graduates. I've sent out hundreds of dog tags. I won't do that in this endeavor, but in the last endeavor I did. And it's a 10 steps, 10 mindsets of accountability, the 10-day accountability bootcamp that will help you frame your mind for victory and success in the future. So please tell your friends about that, and please like and share and subscribe to my channel here. I want to reach as many wannabe warriors in the days to come in these last days. So Curt signing off.